Yeah, but that part of it is not a banger.
I like that part of the song.
But it's not a banger.
I've often
I think it's
wanted
part of
to be able to
banging.
like just like certain parts, like because there's also end of albums still do that thing where they tack on like the secret thing at the end sometimes. So you'll be listening to a song you like, and then there will just be 5 minutes of silence.
And then,
And then
something all of a
another
sudden, like,
a
talk-
different song. I really wish they would give you just like little bit of editing ability. Just cut that out, separate that. Or like back in the day when they used to like, you used to listen to CDs in order. Crazy, I know. I'm dating myself.
God.
But like one song would lead directly into the other song.
Mhm.
Yeah, which I do
nice.
enjoy.
Yeah. So then you need to like, you got to pair those together in your shuffle. And there's no great way to do that.
That is
that
something
I'm
I've
aware
wanted
of.
for so long.
Right?
It's
just
so
always play
straightforward.
these two songs together. Just
Like-
it's like peanut butter and
like
jelly.
next to normal.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
What is it called? It's Can I touch you?
But yeah, it's,
That's true. I really need to say more than that.
yeah. Say it
You
one
were
more time.
Afraid it's me.
Yeah, it's I'm the one.
I am the one. Thank you. Yes.
Goes into you don't know.
You don't.
You don't know.
Yeah, I am the
Comes
one.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know goes into I am the one.
That's fair.
And when you have it on shuffle, like you split them up, which it just
Also-
doesn't work.
But
Does
what kind of
not.
masochist is listening to Next to Normal on shuffle?
Um,
I,
shuffle? Not the album itself,
It's
in the
part
midst of other
of-
stuff.
Like you just take all of the songs you like and you dump them in a heap and then you hit shuffle. And
Yeah.
that's your
No,
day.
that's fine. That's
That's how you go from like, the Pokemon theme song to,
Wait, what did we do? We just did.
I dream to dance,
We just did My Chemical Romance, like Mama by My Chemical Romance
to Weird Al, White and Nerdy.
and then to Dolly Parton.
to Dolly
on
Parton.
the way
9 to 5.
here.
Good lord.
you got to get some of that emotional whiplash in to really know you're alive. How else do you know that you are alive if you don't listen to the Pokemon theme song and then like Sweeney Todd?
The whistle from Sweeney Todd immediately after.
That'll really wake you up.
I'm glad they didn't include that in the following
Well, they had
cast recording.
They had a chill whistle. They had
That's fair.
a more
They toned down the
respectable.
whistle.
What sound engineer decided that was a good idea is beyond me.
I mean,
I feel like they recorded that in like the mid 80s or something like that, right?
They still had sound engineers in the 80s.
Yeah, but they weren't as refined.
they were pioneers. The soundboards were made of wood.
or the sound engineers were like, I want to break some eardrums.
I do not know what you're talking about, so I cannot comment.
After this, we need to make Philip listen to that because
Oh,
it'll
good.
make
This
him
sounds-
sad.
All
This
right.
sounds like a lot of fun to listen to.
Also, basically, everyone else who doesn't know what Sweeney Todd is, it's a Demon Barber of Fleet Street, but it's real gothic and horror. It's like the horror musical.
It's a musical by Stephen Sondheim
Yeah.
That's right.
about a barber that kills people in revenge.
Yeah.
For his wife being like kidnapped / murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, was that why he killed people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also
He also just kind of likes it.
He's also
at
just
some
kinda
point.
likes
That was
it.
what I thought.
Well, there's one he starts off on a revenge kick and then he's just like,
and he's like, what if I just kept doing this?
Actually, this
I don't
is
feel
great.
sad anymore. He literally has the song where he's like, this kind of doesn't bother me anymore. I'm totally fine doing this.
Anyway, in the original cast recording,
Yes.
there's
like
a
the
shift
original
change
run,
whistle.
there's a shift change whistle that is just piercing, similar to like the screams in Phantom of the Opera that I also hate.
Yeah.
It's just like
in which version?
Original
the,
Broadway.
again, the
Original
original.
Broadway cast.
It's the original Broadway cast. Every time they're like, we need a scream or a whistle, really just like
Right
Amp
into
it
the
up.
mic.
Right into the
there.
mic.
But yeah, it also goes off. I think it was supposed to go off every time Sweeney kills somebody. So it's got
Oh my
like
God.
some
Wow.
kind
That's a
of
lot.
thing.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to our musical review podcast. This is episode 109.
Today we'll be talking about Sweeney Todd.
Can't believe it took us.
Get me
Can't believe it
started.
took us 109 episodes to get here.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure we've had Sweeney Todd references
Almost
before.
always.
But yeah, this is 7 Star to the Right, not an actual This is an actual play podcast, not a musical review podcast.
Not an
although it
actual
sometimes
podcast.
dabbles with it.
It could be.
It could be.
We
We
were
reviewed
brave
our
enough.
100th episode and the musical that happens there. Go back and listen to that one.
That's just cruel, Jeff. That's just mean.
What do you guys remember from last time? Also, how are you?
As if you really care.
Well, as I said before we started recording, today's the winter solstice. The days are starting to get longer.
That's good.
There we go.
Thank goodness.
Turning away.
Huh.
Slightly sleep deprived, but doing good.
Yeah. When last we left off, there was war.
There was war.
There was
And
war.
famine. No, not
No,
famine.
not famine.
Just,
Not yet.
just
Although,
war.
possibly.
Maybe
Kind
some
of
parts.
famine. They don't have plants on this planet.
No, and one of their biggest
Always
trade
famine.
partners just kind of was like, peace.
Bye.
So,
maybe a little bit of famine.
leading up to maybe a famine.
Maybe a little
At
bit.
the very least, there's unrest.
Oh.
Mm.
Hey, me too.
Not that kind of unrest.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, what do you guys remember from the last session and the things that happened there?
So yeah, things kicked off after Eli's, announcement. and-
Rousing
Yeah.
call to
Call to
action.
arms.
Essentially, Nona and Micah were going to try and help evacuate some of the civilians because the tanks were blowing stuff up and it was all very chaotic. We mostly succeeded at that. Marcus went to attend to the tower along with. Did Claire go with you? on
Claire
that?
started to go with, and Claire turned
And then
back
Claire
because
came
she
with
loves us
us.
more.
Claire
Claire loves us
saw
more.
the civilians in peril and decided to help them instead of dealing with the root cause of the problem, which is what Marcus was doing. But that's fine.
Okay, well, Marcus went to the tower and he was really fine by himself. He was kicking ass.
I was having a great time.
Yeah, I think Marcus would have been able to handle everyone, but then everyone else showed up and they were like, "Uh-oh."
Yep.
We were getting our shit kicked in before, but now it's even worse.
And then I guess continuing what Marcus did, we took over the tower. We opened some of the supplies that we found there that were abandoned, and we found, I forget the name of it.
Abandoned is a strong
Oh, sorry.
word. Technically, the last guy
the-
did run away. You're
the
right;
loot-
it was abandoned.
The loot that
The
we
loot?
earned from
There you go.
fucking up the people in the tower.
Yep.
And we found an anti-vehicle cannon.
Anti-vehicle laser, I believe it's called.
Anti-vehicle laser, and we were able to completely obliterate the giant pre-tech grav cannon that was gonna shoot us immediately in one hit, which was very fun.
Oh, it was 2 hits.
2 hits.
2 hits.
You just got a surprise round.
You got a
on 'em.
surprise
Oh, I did.
round,
I
and
got
then
a
you
surprise
fired it
round.
on it again before it was able to return fire.
Yeah, I remember you asked me. You were like, "Are you sure you want to shoot at this thing from a tower?" It's very obviously there, and I
And
was
then we were
like,
like,
"Fucking
yes.
do it,
Yeah.
send it."
yes, agents of chaos.
So Marcus was very sad to destroy the GravTank because he definitely wanted one, but that's a desire he'll keep to himself.
I have a feeling that whoever kind of takes over after this coup would probably be the one who takes the grav tank.
It's-
Those
Yes,
aren't-
us.
Oh. I didn't realize that you were going to install yourselves as the monarchs of Orisiame.
I mean, what are we even doing here if not that?
all right,
Oh, what, we
I
can't
need
have
to
aspirations.
I need to change some story beats.
We're getting into politics. The rest of this political.
It's only an
drama.
RP podcast from now on. No comeback.
No comeback.
But how do we feed all of the people in Breeze right now? It's like, nope, don't care. I'm just
Got to
gonna.
reestablish trade routes.
Excuse you, I'm going to bring a fully drafted trade agreement to this podcast.
Excellent, and we can read through it verbatim.
Yep.
And go
Debate
over like,
points.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Red line some things.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was what happened last time. Also, I don't know if it was mentioned as part of like saving civilians. I gave you guys inspiration to Micah and Nona. You guys are
Hooray.
keeping track of that, right?
Yes.
Cool. I don't want to keep track of it for Claire.
She doesn't get it because she's not
She's
as
not
inspired
PC.
as us.
So she shoots very well anyway.
Yeah.
She's fine.
She's fine.
She's got a fail safe as well that you guys don't want to use.
Is that the button?
Well,
No,
now-
there's that.
Two
There's,
of them.
there's
There's
two
also
fail-safes.
when
There's
she's gonna
two
die, she
fail-safes.
kills everyone.
there's the one that causes
Uh.
time cancer and the one that requires her to be near death.
yeah.
Both of which have, trade-offs.
I don't think Marcus knows about either of these, which is probably for the best.
That is probably for the best. Yes.
It's all right. We took something like 92 episodes to find out about it. So, in other words, we're taking great care of your daughter.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's fine.
Much appreciated.
Okay. So we find ourselves back in the midst of the beginning of this coup. As I mentioned previously, you, Marcus, were firing upon the grav tank with this laser. You could see it was charging up, pointed directly at the tower you guys were on. And before it was able to fire, the light blinks out and the top of it kind of like explodes off because, that's a cool visual. And
Yep.
I like that one.
Yep.
The soldiers who are immediately in the vicinity of the grav tank exploding see that and know that they have lost their superiority and have started to retreat back into the palace itself. You aren't able to make good estimations as to like the numbers here, but you can definitely see that the side that you guys are on, the one performing the coup, has clearly made it out better than the other one. The other side has definitely been taken quite a bit by surprise and have started to retreat back into the palace. You guys are on the top of the tower that you've been asked to secure. Vaughn and the rest of the crew are down. They were helping civilians last time you saw them, and that is where we find ourselves. What do you guys want to do?
At some point, there was a plan to be in like little teams of 2.
Yes, this was the intention when moving through the palace. Was the idea behind that.
See. Okay.
With Vaughn and I think Marcus taking point, and then there was a couple of others kind of like
Vaughn and
going
Marcus, I thought were in the middle.
hold on.
Micah and not Freya, Isis. Micah and Isis were, I think, at the front. Vaughn and Marcus in the middle.
So Isis and Micah kind of in the front to draw fire. Marcus and Vaughn just behind them, kind of focusing on priority targets. Claire and Nona taking up the rear protection and also long-range firing, and then Kainan, Freya, and Zuri kind of in the middle. Obviously, Zuri is no longer a part of that plan.
Weird.
Interesting.
It's weird that the group of 3 was the only one that lost one. Now everyone's 2. That's
cool.
neat. Yes, and that was the idea. So just to remind you of the plan that Vaughn McRaven laid out. I have to say that
that
name.
Vaughn. Not the other Vaughn.
Not the other Vaughn. I just have to say McRaven every once in a while just because it really warms my soul. The plan of action was clear the concourse of civilians as quickly as possible, capture the tower to obtain that height advantage and superiority, firing down into the concourse itself. And then the secondary objective was to infiltrate the palace, to turn off the defenses, to allow for the coup to continue to push forward into the palace proper. And then the third tertiary kind of, after we do all of that, then we're going to go find the basement.
Figure out what Davos is up to.
Figure out what Davos is up to.
Another thing from last time that I just remembered is that Nona is currently wearing Inquisitor armor. I'm going to leave the helmet off for now so nobody fires at me, which I think means I probably don't get the +1 notice from that because it, helps you see.
So some things about the Inquisitor armor that is actually relevant. I forgot this is something that you had because Sky left it behind.
Yes.
I should give you this, but I'll say it.
I think you already did. I've got it in an email.
Do you have the things?
The stats?
Yeah, the stats for it.
Yes, it was just basically like a different kind of armor, but then also +1 to notice. Is there other things to be aware of? Oh, and it allows you to melee weapon really easily.
Yeah, maybe look it up just so you have it, and we can, if you want, I can give you a little card to write it down because there's some relevant, useful things in there that might be useful in the near future.
Combat field uniform that is equipped with a compartment that allows a small melee weapon to be readied at no encumbrance penalty. A visor that provides low light vision and sensors providing a +1 bonus to notice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
These jerks have some fancy armor.
They do. And I also do have the baton that I assume goes in the little compartment.
Yes, I didn't give you the fact that the armor allows you to jump up to 30 meters, did I?
You did not.
No, yeah.
That's fun.
Super jump armor?
This is something that you saw Sky do from one boat to another, I think, at one point.
That's right.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was just assuming she was cool because she wasn't.
No,
she was an enemy.
No, that was powered.
Sweet.
What's the AC for that?
I think irrelevant to me.
Okay.
Because if a
I
bullet
did not
goes
write it
through
down.
it, it'll just ping off of your
My
middle
current
body.
iron hide
It's
is
like
at
19.
19.
It is
Jesus.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
That's so high.
That's so high.
What's your AC, Micah?
Mine is 18. Maybe I will get to
That's also
I'll
really
get to
high.
19 someday.
Is that 18 with the telekinetic armor?
Yes.
What is it without?
Without it,
I'm just
it's
curious.
I'm sensing some PvP in
13.
the future here.
It's like 13. I just have an armored undersuit.
Okay, that makes sense.
You don't have any other form of armor other than telekinetic armor right now?
I'm wearing an armored undersuit, just like very basic stuff under my clothes.
Cool. You might want to remedy that
Oh no,
for no reason.
We're going to need
All right, pal, look,
to.
we're in the fight now. So
it's too late.
I mean, you can steal someone else's combat armor.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. Now that we are actively fighting, because our loadout was specifically designed to be
Yes.
low notice.
Yeah. No, I understand completely. It's like at this point,
Might as well. Fair enough.
if there are things, I'm just saying, this is something that Vaughn said to folks. Don't try and rely too much on psychic abilities,
Sure.
They're
as we
gonna
do
go
not
off.
know when they will go off.
sure.
No. Anyway,
While we got him, I'm gonna use them. That's what I'm good at.
That's
definitely understand. It was just a reminder.
Yep.
Sorry. Not
Appreciate
a.
it.
What was it?
Foreshadowing.
No, it was 100%.
I
It was
know.
Okay.
100%
That was exactly
That was,
foreshadowing.
that was a wink, wink, nudge, nudge from your DM.
Wink, wink,
Are you
nudge,
sure
nudge,
you wanna
please.
do
It
this?
was not a kind of like a statement on your preparedness for this.
No, it was a promise and a threat.
Exactly. You know how I speak and how I do. So what are you guys doing right now? You're at the top of this tower. You have kind of divvied up some of the munitions that you found stacked in the corner.
Mhm.
You have mounted this anti-vehicle laser on top. You see that right now there does seem to be like a morale breakage, as not necessarily breakage, but there's clearly a tactical retreat happening from the side that is still loyal to the chancellorship. And so this is where you find yourselves at the moment.
Okay, what do the other towers look like? Are we worried that like some of our allies are struggling over there? Does it look like we're pretty much set and like just all the enemy forces are in retreat right now?
Yes, as you take a look around at the other towers, I think this is something I also mentioned before. You saw that there was active fighting on some of those as well. People kind of teleporting in here and there, just blipping in all of a sudden and taking out certain heavy machine gun fire that were firing down into the concourse itself. A quick look around sees that there is still some fighting for the advantage there, but there's no tower that currently has just loyal chancellorship firing down into the concourse itself. It clearly, they are in the midst of being taken or already taken.
Okay. And like how far apart are these? I'm just wondering, like, is there a feasible way for us to like support our allies in those, or is like these are really far away?
They are probably, I think there was a total of 6. The ones closest to you would probably be on the order of 100 or so meters away. Like this is a big open area, but you have weapons that can fire that distance. If you do wish to hold and just take some pot shots, you absolutely can to help out there.
Oh, sure. Because I mean, our next objective would be just start moving toward the palace. Otherwise, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I think we take pot shots. I'm on board with that.
Okay, so you guys spend, is that all right with you, Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus definitely does not want to advance into the palace. He's thinking to himself like, man, they're retreating. We could retreat, and we could just leave. But he's decided not to bring this up to Claire
We
again.
told you about the giant hole in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
No, but we don't need to fight this fight. We
You're
could
saying
leave.
it doesn't have to be your problem.
Exactly.
I like that
That
you
is
guys are going to get
exactly what
into
Marcus
the
is
basement, and
thinking.
Marcus is going to be like, we could just go right back up the stairs, out through the secret entrance, and leave.
That is exactly what Marcus is thinking, but he has already brought it up to both Micah and Claire multiple times,
Okay.
and they don't want to hear it. So he's going to keep his mouth shut,
All right.
and he's happy to stay in this tower.
All right. So you guys are all then taking pot shots, supporting various.
And we've got the laser gun, which I believe we looked up last time, does not have a negative when shooting at people.
That is correct.
It's just, but I've also got my sniper rifle
We could remount
we
the
can
machine gun
do-
too.
too. Well, I think the laser gun is just better.
Yeah, it might just blow up the whole tower, which isn't exactly
That's fair.
what we're looking for.
Oh, I thought you meant it couldn't shoot at people. My bad.
No, I can't shoot at people.
Maybe I'm imagining it being a wider beam than it really is. Maybe you can just hit a person with it. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Jet.
Anti-vehicle lasers have a range of 2,000 meters.
That might be
so
enough.
far. That is 2 kilometers.
That's 2
Jeff. That is
kilometers
so-
away.
Do you understand how far that is?
Yes, I see it. It is what I see right now. in the rules.
That's the kind of thing that's probably like mounted on a spaceship, right?
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Or we're just shooting it like at like 100 meters away.
You.
2 kilometers is crazy.
Yeah. And its max range is 4,000. So
Okay, cool. So we
4
can shoot at
kilometers?
space.
yeah, 4 kilometers.
Oh my god.
Wait, how far away is space?
Yeah, if there's is there anything flying? There are like military choppers. We can take those out.
There's actually nothing in the sky that you can currently see right now that is providing support here.
Curious.
Yes, I would expect that to change in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
If any of our other missions were any indication of that.
Well, all right. In that case, I guess, yeah, we'll try and take some pot shots, as we say.
Yep. And so I'm going to I don't think there's necessarily anything to really do here. There's not a whole lot of danger that you guys currently have, but you do help secure the last few towers. And I assume, unless you tell me not, like once those towers are secured, are you going to continue just until there's a full retreat into the palace itself?
I think that was the idea.
All right. Sounds good.
Because I don't think we're supposed to chase them.
Yep. No, there's kind of going to be a siege, which was kind of expected.
Sure.
Yes.
We had, you said 2/5 of the army kind of turned on the other 3/5. How are our numbers looking? I'm just curious. And how are their numbers looking?
There was clearly caught by surprise. There obviously is the bulk of the army. Most of the quote unquote fodder definitely fell in the first few minutes
On
of
both
fighting.
sides?
Not particularly.
Oh, wow.
They the other side was caught unawares.
Got it.
The side that supports the coup clearly made out better. As for the actual numbers, you would probably say that
Just vibes.
it is definitely evened out, if not the side that was supporting the coup has more numbers now.
Hell yeah.
Granted, you did see, various inquisitors fall during this, but there were still a few dozen inquisitors. You know what? Actually, let's make a wisdom notice check to see if you guys caught this during the battle itself.
8 for me.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So all of you were able to see that there was like the high leadership that was all on the platform. There was the chancellor. There was this group of candidates that came out looking very similar to the chancellor themselves. And then there was also these more decorated inquisitors. You saw a few of the more decorated inquisitors go down, probably just like 1 or 2. And you saw that the rest of them took the chancellor under their protection as they moved into the palace. They were one of the first ones into the palace itself, followed shortly by the candidates of the chancellorship. You saw definitely that the candidates of the chancellorship, they were not just any old people. Like they were clearly trained. You could see it in the way that they moved themselves, the way that they held themselves. A few of them did seem to fall in the crossfire, but the majority of them, as well as like the leadership of the chancellorship, all seemed to escape into the palace pretty soon into the fight itself, leaving the bulk majority of their forces, the standard inquisitors, the prime silence operatives, and the standard silence operatives, to hold the concourse, which took heavy casualties.
I think then we focus inquisitors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be down for that.
Also, I would like to check my phone and I would like to know where Zuri is.
Okay. So focusing inquisitors, just like high priority targets, trying to get them as they're continuing to retreat. A quick look at your Find the Friend app.
Find the former friend.
Find the former friend. Well, you have to have
an
them
extra F
in a separate app. So like one has like the heart emoji and another one has like
angry face,
a broken heart emoji or something like that.
App update. Find my enemies.
Zuri seems to be supporting the initial siege, so is still out in the concourse area outside of the palace.
Sounds good. I'm not doing anything.
Nice.
Just keeping an eye on
Okay.
that. When that
Yep.
changes, I
So
will tell people.
Sounds good. Yeah.
after a period of time, as you guys are picking off a few stragglers and just generally holding down the height superiority that you have, you hear a handful of footsteps coming up the stairs behind you. You all take a look around. Some of you turn around pointing guns, and you see the rest of your crew, Vaughn and the rest, Isis, Kainon, and Freya, show up. And Vaughn says, all right, yeah, good job, guys. We were able to clear out the civilians. No one seemed to be hurt too much. And it looks like we are all set up here. How's everyone doing?
We called dibs on this gun. And I point to the little sticky note on the side that says Robert.
This big, powerful tech level 4
With a tiny
gun
little pink
in a
sticky note.
tiny little property of the Phoenix Pham.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. We can. If we win today, I can make sure I put in a good word to make sure that sticky note is I paid attention to, and what's the right word?
Honored.
Honored. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
That was in character.
So was Vaughn struggling to think of words.
He's such a great leader. so.
He's just a fun little guy. He's a fun guy. He's doing his best.
I'm a cool dude.
He's just a cool dude.
I'm just a cool dude, you know? My name's McRaven.
I talk with kind of a gravel in my voice.
All right. Yeah. Looks like phase 1 is going really, really good. Yeah, we got the civilians out. Yeah. How's looking? All the towers are secured. Looks like they're retreating back into the palace. It's like what we were hoping for.
Yeah. So they're gonna the rest of the coup is gonna be pushing on the front, not generally trying to make too many plays, as the defenses inside will still hold a decent number of our forces back. Metadimensional anti-personnel fields will be troublesome for acolytes of the end, but we're going to be heading in through the back and hopefully turning off those defenses. Once we give them the go-ahead, they'll be able to push in more forcefully.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good.
Great.
Let's go. Anyone hurt?
Do that.
Anything that Kainon here can heal up? Just making sure we're about to go into like another hostile area. Everyone feeling good, limber, stretched,
Yeah, I mean,
Hydrated.
yeah.
hydrated. Orange slice. And he takes out a Tupperware. Orange slice. Anyone need some orange slices?
So this is after both drugs and fighting?
You need to make sure you have some electrolytes.
I see.
Yeah.
Kind on. How you doing? You're feeling amped? You got some juice? I got like a little scrape here.
I got
You
some.
don't
Yeah,
mind.
I got some juice.
All right, hit me, baby.
One more time.
Probably multiple eventually.
Oh, hold on. I gotta fucking pull up his. Yeah, I think it's just 1d6, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not good at this. He's not as good as Alex was.
You just keep
R.I.P.
saying these things.
Oh, you got a
Why?
6.
Great. I'm back to full. Thank you very much.
I think you also take a system strain, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. I've got some.
Marcus is going to make Claire take an orange slice.
Oh, okay. Just kind of shove it in her face.
It's good for you.
Okay. So the group all goes down off of the tower. You see a few teleporters blip into existence right next to Vaughn as he provides like a battle update to each of them, and they each kind of blip away. Not Zuri, just clearly other members of different sects of the acolytes. Vaughn turns to you guys and says, all right, we're ready to move, and starts heading towards the side of Principa. So there, as I described before, the palace itself is set into kind of the side of this taller plateau. And you guys head around the side of the concourse quite a ways. You know that the entrance to these secret stairs that Carter Greer pointed out it's not close. There's actually a bit of a ways to go.
We can't get any teleporters to take us there?
It's a couple of city blocks. No, they're being used for other purposes.
Nonsense. It's nonsense.
Like
Yeah.
peasants.
Peasants.
And so during
Driven a
this,
tank, boys.
Vaughn
Wow.
is going to bring up, once you're clearly out of earshot of the rest of the coup, you notice that you start entering into kind of Principa itself as you walk around this plateau, kind of the edges of the city. And you see that there's clearly been some, the civilians are all like looking to, you see some are kind of on the outskirts, like looking towards the palace, kind of talking to one another. No one's really paying you too much mind, but it's definitely, there's a sense of tension in the air as you move along. Do you have something you want to say?
I have a little question that's occurred to me. Just wondering, the answer can easily be no. Have we devised any kind of like revolution flag or something?
Oh, you gotta have a symbol. You're called the frickin' acolytes of the end.
Yeah, but I don't know if this particular symbol, that symbol would have been used. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say, Vaughn, I don't have an icon in mind. Do you have an icon in mind, Micah? This probably would have been hashed out days ago.
Of course it would have.
It would have been hashed out years ago. Flashback too. Here's the plan. Wait, stop.
Probably something that kind of like echoes unity, because this is a combination of effort, obviously from the acolytes of the end, but also the orphans of the orchid, as well as, a disloyal now members of the chancellorship itself. So this is like a multifaceted coup attempt.
Yeah. Wow. That sounds like a really complicated flag to imagine on the spot right now.
I have a suggestion.
Please.
So back when we were kink shaming the chancellor, this all kicked off because he was wearing a particular necklace that was like part choker, part chain, symbol of like, all that stuff, right? What if that but broken?
Love it. All right.
Like you got some broken chains in there. You got some, we're just about overthrowing this guy.
So kind of like broken chains.
Yeah, broken chains. You can have like a little like U shape to it.
Yeah. Like it's not just any change. It's specifically that guy. We're going to break his necklace and his neck.
I thought you were going to stop at neck. Use a necklace. Oh, no. That's fine. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, great. Since that was hashed out so long ago, I'm glad we have this symbol.
Let's return back to the present.
Of course.
Return from the flashback.
And yeah, Micah's going to like wave a little banner or something. And as we're going by the civilians, just be like, yeah.
Viva la revolution!
Viva la revolution!
Woohoo! And so I will also retcon something, as there's these images of the chancellorship, right, and the children of the silence, as I've described before. It is almost like an antenna with these waves coming out of it with kind of a single slice through.
Right, evil Wi-Fi.
Yeah, or like no Wi-Fi.
Or no Wi-Fi.
That's kind of the symbol. And as the fight in the concourse has seemed to have died down, there were these large banners, right, that were up and getting torn down, and some makeshift banners with this new iconography with the broken collar and the chains being flown on the outside of the building.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we've got the flag.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Very important. Micah flies a little like banner or something like that. Do you have like just a tiny little flag on a stick or something like that?
Everybody has a tiny little flag.
I'm not sure if there's enough room in the backpack for like the whole French Revolution ones. So just a little flag.
We had to pack light because everything else is taken up by drugs.
Do like grenades. A whole Les Mis where you got a whole ass like
exactly
flying over your head at the end of the first.
That is exactly what Micah would be doing if she were allowed, but we did not allow her. We're like, no, you put that away. You pack more drugs and bombs.
Yeah, this is a little side project in my workshop. Collapsible flag. So good we figured this all out ahead of time.
Oh, phew.
And so like you throw up this symbol to the people of Principa that you pass by, and you see the majority seem to be like, okay, all right.
We'll go with this.
We're okay with this. We don't like maybe some of the things that are happening. Others seem to be neutral. They're just like kind of worried just in general. And then there seem to be a few that are just kind of like scowling and shaking their heads. They're all like old crotchety men, just kind of like sitting like around at a table. It's like,
these young uns.
I don't like change. And so you guys are making your way to the secret staircase. As you're going, Vaughn turns to you guys and kind of like walking and talking and says, all right, so we're going to be behind enemy lines. There's going to be a siege that is happening. Ideally, if we can find some form of disguise that we can walk around a little bit on, like we don't have to be worried, or if we can keep it on the low down and try and not be seen before we turn off the defenses, that'd be ideal. I don't know what kind of resistance we're going to see in there. And he pulls out a little map that he has, just a general floor plan of the palace itself. I don't think this is something that you guys got from Sky. Sky describes some of the different areas of the palace, how they kind of connect with one another. And he mentions, Carter Greer mentioned that we'll be coming in through the library in some way. This will be behind primarily where most of the fighting will be, which is going to be in the audience hall itself. And I can quickly describe kind of the shape of things, but generally speaking, you have what is considered the great hallway, great staircase. This is a lot of the connections go through that particular area of the palace. You know that there are some areas, there's a garden, particularly within the palace, which not many people knew about, but Sky was able to say, yeah, there's one in there. Things can grow on Orisiame. The chancellorship just kind of likes to keep some of that to themselves. There's like the chancellor's chambers, but there's also things like the parliamentary area and like their meeting chambers. You see similarly connected to this are the barracks and security. And so the route that you'd probably take in order to get to security would likely either take you through library to the main, this great hallway and staircase, either to the audience hall, which would probably be the place with the most active fighting, or more likely back through the barracks itself and then into the security from there.
If we needed disguises before this, we could have gotten some off of the dead guys.
Yeah. So I think, there was several of them I think were thrown off of the tower.
That's right. And we had to come down the tower.
Yeah, I will
And there
allow.
won't be any bullet holes.
Yeah, I will allow you guys to pick up some stuff from kind of like scavenge real quick from the area out in front, so you can guys get the combat armor of silence operatives if that is something you would like to wear.
I'm good. I'm
Cool.
dressed as an inquisitor.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like to, but it seems practical. So
Okay.
if we're
Casting.
infiltrating, sure.
All right. So you guys are all kind of dressed as silence operatives at this point.
I feel like we grabbed that stuff, we walked past
Fair
the
enough.
crowd, and then we take a moment to chase. It's going to be very, very confusing to have a crowd of silence operatives waving the flag of the other
I
side.
mean,
we're gonna
there-
get ourselves
that-
shot by our friends. This is just how this is going down.
Maybe you're going to hold off on wearing that stuff until later, but you do find some stuff. There is, like, you are scavenging this armor, which was generally from fallen people. So there might be some trying to find some nice things, possibly some from surrendered people as well. But some of them are not going to be, it's not going to be perfect. Like if someone takes a close look at you, they're like, why do you have a bullet hole in your chest?
Just gestures vaguely outside. We
Um,
also did get two. There's two at the base of the tower, though. Marcus punched one, and Claire wubbed the other, and their uniforms would be spotless. Just calling out.
Yep. So you guys have a couple, and you're making your way there. So you guys get not too far away from the area that Carter Greer alleges that there's like this secret staircase up, and as you approach, you hear an explosion.
Ooh.
You feel the ground and the wall that you're walking by kind of shake. And as you approach this area, cautiously at this point, Vaughn tells you to kind of like keep your head down and be quiet. You all see that there seems to be some kind of demolition crew. There is a large section of this rock face that has now been blown to shreds. And you see probably 20 or so meters up is what appears that is some kind of etched staircase into the side of this rock face. It would be hard to see if you weren't particularly looking at it. And also harder still to see if there weren't people all around it. You see that there is a small squad all around. You see a total of 6 standard operatives. There appear to be 3 above on this walkway itself that's almost kind of hidden into the crags and shapes of the rock face, and 3 on the ground. 2 of them seem to be some kind of demolition expert. They're not equipped with the same sort of weaponry that you would expect from other silence operatives. You see that they seem to be placing demo charges onto this rock face, and additionally seem to have shotguns as opposed to regular rifles. Additionally, you see 1 prime. This is not an inquisitor. This is just kind of like a higher level silence operative directing things from up top. And that is what you find as they seem to be preparing for another blast on this wall.
So it seems like they're detonating the wall that contains the entrance we were trying to go into, essentially.
Yep.
Damn.
We have
Shits.
demo charges. We could pretend to join them,
I think we just shoot them to stop them from doing that.
or we just shoot them.
Yeah. If they haven't noticed us approaching, or maybe think that we're just silence, like
So are you guys, are you now wearing silence uniforms?
by the time we're there, I think so,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. All right. So they haven't noticed you yet. They seem to be very paying close attention to the task at hand. In fact, the demolition experts seem to be even directing some of the other silence operatives, like, you have to place this here and here, and like they're quickly like doing some calculations on like the back of a notepad or something like that. They seem to be making some rushed work of this. The prime seems to be looking out over you guys. Just to describe a little bit more, you're on the outskirts of Principa itself. In fact, you're not too far away from the edge of this particular plateau that goes down into the rivers that kind of run down below Principa. And so it's kind of tucked away on the side, away from eyes, and they appear to be looking more, rather than around the side of this rock face towards where you are, more into Principa itself and scanning the buildings there.
All right. You know, I feel like lying isn't maybe this group's biggest strength. I think we just try and shoot them down. What do you think?
You said two demo experts, 1
Two-
prime.
Yeah, 2 demo experts, 1 above, 1 below, 4 other standard operatives, 2 each attending to the demo experts. So basically 3 up atop, 3 below, and then a prime that seems to be overlooking everything from the top as well.
How many people have sniper rifles? I have a combat rifle.
Yeah, I've got my standard telekinetic rifle.
Just me.
Could
Yeah, is
each
there
take a demo
Yeah.
specialist and the prime?
I was wondering, what's the kind of cover situation here, and could we try and set up an execution attack on them? It would take some time, which I guess would maybe they would blow up some more stuff, which might not be ideal.
That indeed would be the case. I would allow you to do it. The area that you're coming from, there's not really much in the way of cover. You're primarily just using the rock face itself and the natural curve of the plateau to hide your approach. You could backtrack into the city proper and then try and set up in one of the buildings that kind of is probably 50 to 100 meters away.
Yeah, that'll take too long. We don't want them to do more of what they're doing.
Yeah, I think we just go.
Why- Do it.
Jeff, is this
Okay.
a new combat situation?
Yes.
So I cannot miss?
Yeah.
I have another.
Once.
Once. Okay.
But yes.
I'll take the prime operative.
Okay. So are you guys kind of setting up like a joint attack?
You think we're
same time.
intending to, yeah.
Okay.
And since we're not in combat, I can like stow and ready and whatever for free.
Okay. I am going to have you guys make a roll for that, as they are trying to be on the lookout. At least one of them is.
Sure.
Okay. So Vaughn would probably confirm and say, yeah, I think we need to move on this a little bit fast before they, destroy everything and take height advantage from us. One thing is the ones up top, they do have like a lip that they can kind of dive behind. So they are not completely exposed. In fact, when they go down, they will have some amount of cover. So hitting fast, I just want to try and make sure I'm giving you guys all of the things that are in my head to you all. All right, we'll move it quickly. And you each take, the different people. Who's everyone taking?
I'll take one of the demo guys.
Yeah. So we've got how many? 6 in our little party? Or 7 with Claire?
You have
6.
4 of you guys, and then Vaughn, Isis, Kainon, and Freya.
Oh, okay.
So a total of 8.
8. All right. Yeah. I will. Sure. Between the 3 of us, sure. Let's split it up between Prime, Demo.
Okay.
Everyone else is going to shoot as well.
Yeah. Who's going to be firing? Just to make sure I know who's firing at who. You have 2 demo charges. One, they're demolition experts. One above and one below. Who's taking the one above and who's taking the one below?
I will go above, I guess.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I will require the check beforehand.
Sure.
But so yes, I need you guys to make a dex sneak check for me, please.
All right.
Okay. Not bad.
8.
9.
9.
Okay. So you all take a step out, and as far as you can tell, you are able to catch all of these members of the Silence Operatives by surprise. You step out. I think the Prime Operative, you see, Marcus, that the Prime Operative spots you. You almost see like a head nod, like, okay, cool. Expecting that. As you...
Because we're dressed as...
Yeah.
And you then level your gun at them, and they're like, huh? And you all fire. So I'm going to give you guys each an action to fire on them. So I will also roll for, I guess, everyone else as well on the kind of like remaining members. So
All right.
I think Claire will probably take one of the people up top.
I think
Let's do this one at a time.
I think we want to specifically focus I don't think we want everybody shooting a different person,
Okay.
because what if we don't kill them? Like, we want Prime's gonna die, probably.
Depends how much damage. He'll definitely get
That's
hit.
fair. That's fair. So like that's the sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Can we double up on?
Yeah.
yeah? I think we double up
Claire
on those
will
3
also
targets.
fire on. Okay, fair enough. Claire will double up then on the Prime Silence Operative. Vaughn will, Vaughn and Isis will probably split because Kainon and Freya are less likely to hit.
Yes.
So yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Just making sure that those targets specifically die.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I would say, like, in story, if not mechanically, I would want us to also, shoot the demolition people so that they're like distracted from trying to do the thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But and for the record, in all of this, Micah will have her armory be invisible so that people are not seeing a glowing psychic gun.
Yep.
Oh, so you just do this
And
and
it goes. Pew, pew.
They're just like,
Oh,
huh?
do you have like a gun that you're just kind of holding
do you
as
like
well?
finger guns?
Yeah, I like that a lot better. Like, normally it's like a glowing energy gun that's held like a rifle, but when it's invisible, it's just she's doing a finger gun.
and then a real energy pulse comes out of it.
Yes.
That's
Like,
fantastic.
that's so funny. Oh god.
Okay. This happened. I'm giving you guys all an action, but I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative as well as we're starting a battle, and I'll need to know where people are in initiative.
Yep. It's D8 plus Dex, right?
That's right.
Got a 7.
Got an 8.
4. I'm rocking it.
All right. We are set up. I'm trying to give us a sense of scale, and we don't have a ton of space, so people might be crowded a little bit in these squares, which are 5 meters. So I think I'd allow up to 4 pawns kind of sharing space. I've put you guys where you would kind of start. Feel free to organize yourselves as you see fit. I know the pawns that we use for you guys are a little bit bigger than the other pawns, so deal with that how you will. But we've talked about who everyone is firing on, and so I'm going to go just around the horn and ask everyone to make an attack roll for me, please. Yeah, Marcus, you go first. You're going against the Prime.
That is a 27.
Yeah, 27 hits.
9 damage.
All right, so Marcus, I think you're one of the first people that get seen as we round the corner here, and the Prime kind of like locks eyes with you, but rather than being like, "Huh, that's weird," he's like, "Ah, cool, expected." Until you pull the gun, where you see a flash of confusion on his face before you shoot him in the face. He's not dead, but he clearly takes a hit and doesn't have enough time to take cover before everyone else gets a surprise round as well. I'm going to go Claire because Claire was also firing on him.
Also, Peter, you rolled that one, meaning you still have your I can't miss
That
shot.
is true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do you decide before or after the roll?
Before.
Okay.
So I just forgot this time. Thank you, Chris.
So we can do like initiative
Claire
stuff kind of
misses.
after our surprise round, I imagine.
We already did the initiative.
Just
Yes,
in case.
we rolled for initiative.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
But
I
this
go
isn't.
before Marcus, but we're not doing.
This
combat
is
yet.
just
This
a
is
surprise.
I'm just kind
surprise.
of going around the table
That's
at this
all I was
point.
saying. Just
Yeah.
confirming that's where
Like
we're at.
technically this should be done in order. So I guess
It's all good.
Micah, then you can go
It's
next.
all good. I
No,
was
Micah,
purely
please.
checking.
Please
All
go.
right. Thank you so much.
Can I call out while Micah's rolling? Can I have one of McRaven's guys? I'll call back that they're probably expecting more silence operatives and that we should have someone watching our 6.
Micah says Eli sends his regards and then rolls a 2 on the die.
No. Oh no.
Also, the amount of space that's between you guys right now, you have to like.
What?
Did you just shoot at me?
Who's Eli?
What's happening? Isis goes. I'm gonna have Isis take the one above, and Vaughn will be firing on the one below. That hits. Tree. I rolled a 3.
You said Claire missed, right?
Claire did miss.
Oh.
So she was firing on the demo. It was up. Then we have Kainan, who I roll for. Kainan's not good because he missed. He rolled a 1. Then we had Claire, who already fired. Then we got Freya, who's also not good. But she's helping, but I don't think she hits with that. No, she doesn't.
Emotionally helping.
She's emotionally helping. Vaughn takes the one down below. I've rolled like 3, 4, 3, 2.
I saw those. They were not good.
Wait, so like Marcus fires
All of those
hits.
suck.
and everyone else goes nothing lands.
Nope.
Come on, please.
Isis,
Nona,
Isis
please.
hit.
Okay, Nona, please.
I did accidentally
Okay.
skip you, Nona. You should
Yes.
have gone before Claire and Freya.
All right. I thought we were all rolling at the same time, so I've already rolled this. So I've gotten a 15 to hit.
15 to hit, and this is the demo.
Yes.
That might be close.
Please.
Oh no, the demo experts. They this is something I will also point out. They seem to be padded a little bit more, just a little bit.
Cool.
But they are the reason why you could tell their demo is they have like these high collars, very bomb vest situation, and that does afford them a little bit more protection. So that will not do it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Darn.
Dang. Really beefed it.
Yeah. Only got 2 hits there. Okay. We're at the top of the order, and they all start saying, like, are we getting fired upon?
Apparently not.
We're not
The
sure.
Prime was like, yes,
Right.
we're getting fired upon.
I've been hit.
Because I don't think he's bloodied. No. Yeah, he's bloodied.
I'm gonna get that
The Prime is
salvage.
bloodied. So you probably hit him in the shoulder, and he's able to eke out. We're under attack.
Who did
as
Isis shoot at?
the demo expert on the ridge.
Got it.
How much of this space can we occupy? Like, what are these squares?
Each of those squares is 5 meters.
Like these. that
What did you
drew.
draw?
That's a building.
Oh, got it. And so this is just ground that we can.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it.
So if you want to make it to the building, I would probably ask you to. You're not entirely sure what's inside of there, but you could probably take aim from inside there and take some cover if you would like. It
What are
is
the
a
little-
bit of a ways away.
What are the little squares?
Those are just little like crates that seem to have been brought here.
They're painted red for no reason. You know how
Don't worry
it is.
about it. Yeah, got it.
That makes sense. We do have a bomb squad here.
Some of them seem to be just equipment, but there does appear to be one that is closest to the work that is being done right now that has some markings on it that seem to be like danger, explosive.
Nice.
We're at the top of the order. Micah, it's now your go. Just a reminder that each of these is 5 meters across. So it will also allow you guys to occupy the same kind of space.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, if I'm able to notice that little hazard on the field, I wonder, would Micah think that one of my telekinetic bullets would be capable of setting off such an explosive thing? Or does that not kind of have enough explosiveness to it? Firing friction and the like.
What is the description of your
It is
weapon?
Functionally in
Like,
every way a regular rifle.
But that is for the stats. But like, what
the
is
stats?
like? What is
It
the vibe of it?
I mean, right now it's a finger gun, but
but I mean,
constructed at telekinetic force. The bullets are pure telekinesis, like everything else I do. Just
I'm gonna say you would know that you would probably need some kind of spark,
yeah,
and I don't believe you have any. Because I know thermokinesis is a thing,
is a
but
thing
I
do
don't
not
believe
have.
you have.
Correct.
So I think that your weapon would be primarily kinetic in nature.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, like force direct
Yeah.
stuff, but not.
I'm an
yeah, makes
absolute
sense.
idiot.
What's
I
up
forgot to add my 2 from the sniper rifle.
for a
I'll do it
total
next time.
of?
17.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay,
I'm just saying that out loud so I remember to next time.
fair enough. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, totally makes sense. Just thought I'd ask.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try and shoot the same demolitions person again.
And this is the one on the ground rather than the one on
Yes,
top. All right.
That's right. Come on. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Good to know. Okay, damage.
Honing in on the AC.
Damage. That's not a good damage roll. That's going to be 4.
Okay. That was Micah's go. Marcus, it's now your. Do you want to move?
Sure, yeah. We've got a lot of space between them and us, but I guess I will advance forward because we're really not close to anything close to cover here.
Nope. Yeah, there's definitely an opening, like a decent wide opening between you all and what they're doing right now.
So yeah, I guess try and hug the wall.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Marcus, it's now your go.
Yep. Maybe I saw like Micah aiming for those boxes. So I'm gonna, if I look at where the box closest, like the explosive box closest to the lower group of bomb experts are placed,
Mm-hmm.
is that like so close to the wall that it would maybe do their job for them and destroy part of the stairs that we want? Because I'd love to blow it up, but not if it's gonna like make our job of getting into the palace harder.
I would say, yeah, I'm going to make you make a roll for this.
Yeah.
What kind of skill check would this be?
Knowing stuff about explosives.
Probably intelligence, but is there anything better there? Intelligence. I would say with your background, you have familiarity with explosives.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make you roll an int no check or an int fix check, whichever is better.
They're both bad.
Okay. But I will give you a +2 because of this is like a domain of knowledge that you have.
Okay. Thank you.
You're looking for, let's say, an 8.
Oh, I got an 8.
All right.
Oh no, I didn't. Fuck.
Do you have minus?
Yeah, I got a 7. Shit.
You are like, that's going to blow up big. It might blow up enough. It might not blow up enough, but I have no idea how much is in there. And you can't do the mental math right
Yeah.
now. So you're not entirely sure.
Oh, how angry do they look?
Who?
Or like, is everyone armed? Like, are all of these people armed?
Yes. They are military. They are armed.
No, fuck it. He's gonna shoot it.
You're going to shoot it?
He's gonna shoot it.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going to let that hit a stationary box.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
So you're not going to roll damage
Okay.
normally with your weapon.
Ooh.
You shoot the box and you hit something inside of it because it immediately explodes, causing fairly, I mean, there's rocks. Like the entirety of Orisiame is rocks. So there's not much of a divot, but the divot that it leaves makes you think, that's a pretty big explosion if it did that to rocks. I'm going to need you to roll 3d10 for me.
3d10. Could I have? Oh no, actually, I do have 10s.
And they're within 20 meters. So effectively, this did have demo charges within it. They are all within 20 meters. So they are going to need to make a save for full damage or half damage.
All right. 17.
Okay.
That's good.
Demolitions expert saves. Silence operative does not save. Silence operative number 2 does not save. So the one who is familiar with explosives is able to save and only takes, had 17?
Yes.
So that is a total of, if we save for half, that is a total of 8. Okay. He's not looking good. And that's 17 damage to the other ones who just get blown back by the explosion. One goes toppling off the side of the plateau, never to be seen again. And the other one falls down. And let's just say there's pieces of him in a variety of areas. They are both down, and you can consider out.
Good to know. Thank you.
I don't even need to write that down. They just, you wiped out their entire health bar immediately. The last demo expert on the ground, we can erase that little crate next to him. The last demo guy on the ground is not looking good right now. And let me make a little check for him. How do you feel about this, sir?
This is a morale check.
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently he's feeling pretty good about it. It's like, all right.
To the end.
You blew up Bob, his best man.
Oh, no. Oh, no one ever thinks of the minion.
No one ever thinks of the
henchman.
And that is all of your turn.
Yes.
Marcus.
Can I ask how the stairs are looking?
Yes. So after that explosion where you're like, it's probably good enough.
Well, they're going to fire at us anyway.
You get the impression it has taken more out of the area that had already been destroyed by the explosions. So there's a deeper crater there, but the stairs leading up further do not seem to be affected.
Nice.
The flip side of that is you didn't affect the people up top.
Yeah.
But, you win some, you lose some.
Yep.
Trade-offs. That was Marcus. Now it's Isis's go, who's going to try and still clean up that last guy on the bottom before he's able to do anything nasty. Oh my lord, there's a 4. I'm not rolling
on a
well.
D20?
That's a D20.
Oh no.
I am not rolling well.
There's a reason why I didn't want to bring these people. They're bad at fighting.
You just should not let me roll, I suppose, then.
Can I roll the next one for you?
Whisper to the die, this is for Claire.
I'm going to move all of them when they go kind of together, but they're basically going to move up where I think Nona is right now. They're just going to kind of move up. It's now the demo's turn.
Oop.
Yeah. The one up top sees what is happening, and they all take cover. So they're going to have partial cover. They kind of huddle down a little bit more. They were standing up before, but now they're huddling down. You are able to see that he is doing something more. And in fact, you see him reaching down and continuing to place little parts of the demo charges in important places on the staircase, continuing his work. The one below doesn't have any cover anywhere near him, and so reaches down and pulls out a device that you all have obtained, a grenade launcher.
Oh, no.
And fires it into your direction, let's say aiming for Marcus.
What?
So I'm going to roll this. Okay, so he doesn't roll against your AC. He rolls against the AC of 10. Because it's basically a grenade just with longer range. It has a range of, I think, I've given it 100. Yeah, I've given it a range of 100. And I think that is well within 100. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not like 20 or so. So he is able to hit onto your spot directly, Marcus. And I do 2d6. Additionally, everyone within range of 5 meters, which I know you guys are currently kind of spread out. I would assume Claire would probably be nearby to you.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
He was going for a group of people.
Yeah.
I think it probably, yeah, I'm just going to catch the two of you unless you guys want to offer to.
I haven't moved yet. So
Okay,
I
so
haven't
probably
got to
Nona as
go.
well. So maybe not Micah.
Yeah.
So, but the three of you guys.
Evasion saving throw.
Yep. You make an evasion saving throw.
Roll a d20. Look at the number by evasion. And if you get above it, you're good.
I save.
I do as well.
Okay. And Claire does as well.
Whew.
So you each take half damage. He only rolled a total of 6, which means you take 3. And also something else about grenades, you take 1 less damage for each point of AC above 14. So I don't think Claire takes anything.
I don't take any either.
I don't.
I
You have AC. What is your AC?
Oh, I rolled. Sorry, I thought. Never
No,
mind.
AC.
Yeah.
Above 14.
Yes.
Mine's 15, so I take 2 damage.
2 damage. I think Claire and Nona don't take anything.
That's right.
It's much less scary than I thought a grenade would be.
It's like one of those test
This
grenades,
happened
you know?
last time too.
They're like,
when we threw a
"Grenade!"
grenade, it's
Oh, no,
nice to be on
grenade.
the other side of it.
Yeah.
You just
like
kind of
you
look
guys
down at it. It blows up.
armored up, and you also all made the evasion saving throw.
Yeah.
And I also I didn't roll bad, but I didn't roll well. Anyway, yeah, grenades are kind of meh. But
So weird.
That's for killing normal people.
meanwhile, demo charges do 3d10, so
Yeah, that's
that's
right.
a big explosion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a grenade, so like that's a tech level 3 thing against stuff that you have, which is like tech level 4. So they're not fancy anti-personnel grenades.
For some of us, tech level 5.
Anyway,
What?
Me.
I know. Marcus doesn't know.
Oh, I see.
it was the demos. It's now the primes go, who is also similarly going to take cover. And Marcus, since you're probably watching them pretty closely because you fired on them, you see them go up to their headpiece and say something into their monitor, microphone. Yeah, not monitor.
Radio's better.
Radio's better. And they're going to then pull out a mag rifle, and they're going to train that on the person farthest up, which would be Micah.
That's me.
Want a little tickle, Micah? Just a little tickle?
I'd rather not.
I don't think I hit you. Oh, maybe 17.
Tee-hee, no thank you.
Well,
Does
if
not
it's
hit.
not a tickle, then don't laugh.
No tickle. A spray from a mag rifle kind of sprays the whatchamacallit, the dust and dirt in front of you. And then additionally, Nona,
But
you hear a crack of a rifle fire. Does a 18 hit?
no.
Damn it.
Woo. Who's shooting at me?
You hear a inches away from your head. I will have you make a wisdom notice check or to try and spot.
Oh, no.
I will say from the angle
11.
at which you heard that. Right. Well, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say, you know that this is coming from the building, somewhere in the buildings.
Fair enough.
But you're able to see that up high in one of the larger buildings across the way is you see the glint of a sniper rifle that is peeking out of a window, possibly cover for the work that was happening right here.
I will call that out to the others.
Nona points out the window that she sees the rifle firing from. That was that one's turn. Man, all my rolls are going poorly. Kainan goes next.
Just curious, what number are we at in the order?
Of the number of
How
people
many
in this
people
room.
are going? I'm waiting my turn so patiently.
You're next.
Okay, beautiful.
You rolled not
I rolled
great.
terribly. I know.
And everyone else rolled fine.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of.
You were after Kainan, who is going to take a shot at the demolition expert who just fired a grenade into the group of you all. Oh my lord, that is like the third 4 that I rolled. Anyway, Nona, it's now your go.
How high up is the wall?
Oh, God.
How high up is the wall?
The lip,
like to the
thing.
the like the staircase and the
Because
little
I'm currently
pathway?
wearing a grav harness.
You sure are, aren't
Yep,
you?
I would like to go up.
How far up can you go?
I believe it was something like 20 meters.
20 meters.
So the area which you are right now, it does have a gradual incline.
Sure.
The area that was blown up, probably the first 15 or so meters
Mhm.
were removed, leaving probably like the 5 to 10 meters kind of left starting this pathway up. So where you guys are right now, it's probably about 25, 30 meters up. So you
Can I
wouldn't
dash action?
so just go like all the way up onto top. I'll allow it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, I do that. I'm on the wall now.
Yeah, there she goes.
Lifting
Oh, there she goes.
Looking for she's a man eater.
She's got a jetpack.
And a mag. I don't know, what do you have?
Oh, I have a sniper rifle.
And a sniper rifle. Oh, here she comes. All right. Claire goes next. She is also going to try and, oh no. Does she want to go after the sniper in the tower? That seems like, but the demolition.
Fry him.
Oh, she can see him, but yeah, she's got to be careful. She's already used that once today, and that's a once a day power.
It's a once a day per person power, isn't it?
No. She commits effort for the day, though.
Committing effort for the day,
Yeah.
for sure.
She has a lot of effort, but
Still taxing.
still taxing. And she's already used it once.
Yes.
I think she might hold off on that. She's just going to probably try and pick off that last demolition expert, the one that everyone's firing on, and he's making his last stand, firing just grenades into the...
Dice, this is for Claire.
This is for Claire.
Mhm.
Dice, this is for Claire. Okay, that's an 11.
Okay, it's better. It's better.
She got plus.
She's got a +3, +1 for the mag pistol that she has. So that's a total of +4. That is a total of 15. That's not going to hit.
So close.
Yeah, cool.
I'm sorry, space parents. It's now Freya and then Vaughn's turn. Freya is just, this man is taking so many gunshots, but let's see if, she hits. She got like an 18.
All right. Good job, Freya.
I'm not even going to roll
We're
damage.
still mad at Freya.
He's dead.
Yay.
But, okay,
So the
wow,
demo expert making his last stand, Freya is able to knock him out, giving Vaughn the opportunity to... What's Vaughn going to do? He's best in close combat, which is unfortunate
Me
because
too.
there's nothing close. So instead, he's going to fire at the prime. Which prime? Probably the hurt prime. Hurt prime. That's a 20 to hit.
Woo.
So Vaughn, you actually haven't seen Vaughn fight before. Micah has. There is an unnatural smoothness to a lot of his movements. He tends to fight primarily with, actually very similar to you, Marcus, in close combat with bladed weapons as well as his trusty mag pistol, which he tends to favor from like larger two-handed weapons. But he takes a shot at this prime officer who's peeking over right now. He does a total of 8, and the prime officer kind of like looks over. Vaughn quickly just turns, fires, and you see the prime's head jerk back and then slump down below your visibility. He is dead. It's now the this is just the first round of combat, isn't it?
That's right.
Oh
It's
my,
a massacre out
it
here.
is absolutely a massacre, because I'm like, the standard silence operatives haven't even gotten to go yet. They finally move. I'm going to have them move kind of away from the demolition expert and take cover and just fire on you guys. I'm going to have one fire on Vaughn and then the other one fire on Marcus, as they seem to be the scariest.
So they're just ignoring Nona.
Yeah.
Who's
Who's on
standing
the
there?
wall?
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Hi.
Nona's on the
Sorry,
wall.
not to-
They
not
will.
to-
No,
They
no,
will.
that was my intention.
They're like, oh no,
Hi.
you shouldn't be doing that. Stop that right now. So they're going to fire on you
Have you ever seen
with
Inquisitor wear a
combat
jetpack
rifles.
before? I don't think those are standard issue.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit me.
I'm just going to roll for the other one as
Sorry.
well.
This was the plan.
I know.
I was drawing fire.
That was a pretty high roll. Does a 6 hit?
No. Sorry, buddy.
I
I know you
I
really
know.
wanted it to.
No, yeah, they basically need like a 17 or better in order to hit.
We're fine.
So they just deal 1d12. So that could be hurt. That could hurt. This could be hurt. No,
It could be hurt.
This could
More
be
than
hurt.
a grenade, which is very strange.
That kind of makes sense.
It's around
I
the
guess.
same. Grenades have,
Shrapnel.
well, they're also AoE.
Yeah,
It's
that's
more
right.
indiscriminate.
Also, I think the variance might be slightly better on a grenade because this just rolled a 3. So they fire on you, Nona, and one is able to just nick you a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're at the top of the order. We're at round 2, and on the second round, you see,
Oh no.
Oh no, guys.
guys, a patrol.
What?
A patrol.
Oh.
A petrol.
It's-
It's a gas
It's
station.
another thing you can blow up. Just shoot it.
Through an alleyway that you see, well, I guess kind of a gap between the two buildings, the building that the sniper is holed up in and another smaller building to the side. You see a patrol of silence operatives, 4 standard operators, and then 1 prime who walks through and seem to be moving double time and see the things folding out in front of them.
Ah, shit.
Micah, it's now your go.
Okay. So this is like the edge of the city, essentially, is where these buildings are.
Effectively, yes.
Well, okay. How wide of an alley are we talking?
Yes!
They're
I'm just curious.
They're about to be on fucking skates, aren't they?
I'm just curious.
5 meters.
5 meters. Okay. I was thinking of just blocking them off.
Yeah.
Just put a
Oh.
door there. Like, oh shit.
Sorry,
oh.
there's a wall there.
But that is only 3 meters. So
Damn.
they'd probably be able to get around that.
yeah.
Just to squeeze though.
Okay. And we don't see inquisitors. Can I tell if there's an inquisitor?
The insignias that you see and the uniforms that you see are standard silence operatives and a prime. You don't
Okay.
see the armor of an inquisitor. At the very least, you don't see any of them right now.
No, fair enough.
But
So that's the information I have.
They could be Goose, in disguise.
Yeah. God.
As Goose likes to do that.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that Hong Kong to show
We've
up.
seen him. We know what he's wearing. So he would have to change.
Yeah, and then
change.
also kind of teleport into the city as he was one of the people who retreated into the palace itself along with the chancellorship.
But
It's
he
not-
could do that. We don't know. He
You-
could probably do that.
Maybe. He's
Alright.
just a meta scion as far as you know.
Isn't he like glowy now or veiny
Yeah,
or something
Yeah,
else?
he looks
Just
really fucked up.
You don't have
Not
to. You don't have to
great.
worry about it
It's
though.
not good.
Not
The
great.
TLDR of how he looks is fucked up. Like, he just looks bad.
So Micah's looking up at the sniper in the building that's immediately next to this alley and is like thinking of trying to handle that, and then sees this patrol start storming in and say, okay, change of tactics, and is gonna set down a slip field to try and hamper them.
Okay, and that's a 10 meter.
That is, 10-meter diameter. They make an evasion saving throw.
Cool. I mean, with how far away they are, that could basically be the death of them. I mean, not necessarily like death, but they're just not going to
It's
be able to
just
be.
He
us.
won't be on the board anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they are still able to fire, I think, fine from the ground, but
Okay.
they can't like advance on us more.
So we got that. That's
They'll look
no.
really stupid when they slip around.
That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 4. Dear Lord, I'm
Jeff,
ro-
just
rolling
get a
single
different
digits.
D20.
No,
Your D20 is pretty, but it's dumb.
I like it so much.
It's pretty, but it's dumb.
This is the prime. They're better. No, they got a 7. all of them like walk through, see this like the firefight unfolding. They see 2 groups of apparently to them silence operatives fighting each other, and then all of a sudden they no longer have friction on their feet and they all collapse.
Cool.
It's like everyone steps on a banana peel at the same time.
No, that means they're dead.
Then what do you? No,
Fine.
just remove them from
Fine,
the
I'll
board
remove the
then.
dead ones. Do you want the yellow one for the other prime?
No, I'm good.
No.
You know what? Actually, fine.
Flip them
And
over.
actually, how about this? Since they're all on the ground and not able to move around so much, I'm gonna put a force construct in the way so that hopefully, like when we're moving up, it will block some of their line of sight to shoot us. Does that make sense?
Nice.
That's
It's an
it.
on turn, once per turn, on turn action. Doesn't take a full action.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it works.
So would that give us like partial cover? I
Uh,
guess that's up to Jeff. how that would work.
it would give. They just can't see you.
If
It's
I'm
a
covering,
wall.
covering 3 out of 5 meters.
They kind of need to crawl around. How far can they crawl?
1
They
meter
can-
a second.
They
I
can
thought?
move at 1 meter per move action taken. And yeah, they can't.
I hate this.
They can't
ability.
stand up until they're outside the zone.
Roll as fast as you can. I don't know. They can't really do very much. All right, cool. That happens. Marcus, it's now your go.
All right. If I were to dash, how far could I go?
Dashing is like 2 movements.
And then I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
That is a total of 20 meters, right? So four spaces.
Okay. And then for swapping out weapons from readied and stowed,
I think that's just an on-turn action,
can I
right?
do it for free?
Wait, no. Ready to stowed?
You have something special Nona does.
Yeah, if I
for
wanna
doing that
swap
stuff.
out, like,
I'm not sure about that.
Like if it's readied, I think you can just do that as an on-turn action.
Yeah.
But if it's stowed,
Yeah.
I think that's an action.
That's correct.
And then I can't fire.
And
you wouldn't be
can't
able to
fire,
double move.
and you can't double
Double
move.
move. That's annoying. Why did I do that?
So generally speaking, if there's something that you want in a combat, you generally want it readied. But
Yeah.
switching it out from like your hands to readied is the thing that I was thinking of.
I messed up then.
Because Mike
That's
would also
all right,
use
it
my movement
happens.
to advance
Yeah.
forward a bit, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In that case, I guess I'll sacrifice this turn and swap out because I took out my combat rifle to do some snipey things.
Yep.
But I want my Iron Viper's gauntlet to fuck up these guys over there. So I'm gonna do a very. Let's go there.
What is the range on your Iron Vipers?
The punch I have this melee, but the
Right.
pistol is 100/300, which I don't really know
That'll
what that
be
means.
fine. So 100, it just means you roll normally at that point, and then I think between 100 and 300, there's like a negative that you roll. Sorry, negative.
Outside of 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside of between 100 and 300. Outside of 300,
You can't
it's out.
shoot at all.
You can't shoot at all.
Oh well, you can use pistol-sized ranged weapons in melee without suffering penalties for
No,
proximity.
it's more just like distance.
Ooh,
Yeah,
got it.
your
How
100/300 means from 100 meters away, you shoot as normal. 300 meters away, it's harder to hit that stuff, but you can still hit it with a gun. And then more than 300 meters away, you can't hit
What's
it.
closer than 100? And it's fine.
Just
Oh,
everything,
got it, got it.
everything
Okay.
within 100.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So everything here is okay to shoot.
Everything,
Yeah.
just
Basically,
you
yeah.
shoot it.
Except
So
it's going to be harder to hit these guys who I just slipped up because they're on the
They're on
floor
the
and also
ground.
kind of behind a wall.
no, so reasonable. I can't shoot them anyway because I'm swapping out my stuff. So logistically, what's happening is I'm swapping out weapons. But what it's going to look like is he's very slowly walking toward this group of people on the ground and putting on his gloves, kind of and doing one of those like Henry Cavill in that in that Mission Impossible movie, yeah, where he like
And his
readies
mustache
himself
changes.
and he fixes his mustache. He doesn't have a mustache. He's a beard.
Oh, okay.
And
No, I mean,
dusts
like, I
himself
think
off.
I think his beard grows slightly longer when he does the thing.
Oh, does he?
Oh my.
I don't think on purpose.
It's now Isis's go, who is going to fire on the. That demolition expert is about to go. I don't think there's anything you can really do to stop what he's about to do. So probably fire on the last few silence operatives on the walkway. Then the ones that are firing at Nona, they do have a little bit of extra cover, so they probably have like +2 AC. Yep, doesn't matter when you roll a 2. Cool. Now it's the demo person's turn, and you saw them set something up, and you then see them quickly scoot behind the ridge that is giving them a little bit of cover, and all of a sudden you hear another large explosion that takes out another section of the wall itself. That is their go. It's now the Prime's turn, who sees Marcus kind of like, just swaggering, strutting up to them, and is going to take a shot.
That's so fair.
We'll see if that does something. I think it might, because Marcus doesn't have great AC. That's a total of 17 to hit.
That hits. It's gonna look even more badass though when he gets shot and keeps walking.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Do we allow for using a movement action to reload, or is that a
No,
full action?
it's a full action.
Never mind. He does nothing.
Because it's a normal sniper rifle.
Oh, so it's just one.
One.
Oh
And then
no!
you go,
Oh, thank God.
You know what? Man, these guys are really good at their morale checks. It's not very smart for them. Yeah, Marcus, you just see the the gun kind of like get cocked back, as clearly it is a bolt action rifle that has been reloaded as it is pointed back out towards you, but that is their full turn. God dang it. And it's now the other prime's turn. I don't know if they can even really do anything. They're just cool. I guess they're going to start crawling out the back way because they were near the back. So they'll try and are you okay with me hand waving and saying it takes all of them like 4 move actions in order for them to get out of this?
That sounds great to me. Yeah.
So basically, I'm just going to hand wave like the next 2 turns for them, as they can't really do anything. They can still fire upon you. So if they can see you, which I think for the most part, they really can't with the obstruction that you've put in the way, but you can't really see them. So you can just see some wriggling happening back there as they are on ice skates. And we go to Kainan, who is going to fire on the group up top. That does hit. He's probably going to fire at the one just closer to you, Nona. That's 4 damage. He's more of a medic anyway, but he's doing some okay work.
What's his name?
Kainan?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the person
No.
he was shooting at.
No.
And I was
No, his name is Gerard.
Oh.
Anyway, that was Kainan's turn. Nona, it's now your go.
Okay. Can I get an angle on the demo man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see all of them. They are not like with where you
Undercover?
are right now. They are not
Because I
under
have
any
high
form of
ground?
I mean, you're basically on the same level as them, so I would say that you're sharing the high ground.
I
But
have the high ground.
it
I'm
is
up like
it'll
5 steps higher than
Yeah,
them.
there's a bit
I
of
have
an
the high ground.
there is a little bit of an incline. So due to your Jedi training, you know that
Yes.
the high ground
There you
is
It just means you
better.
automatically win. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I learned.
exactly.
Okay, great. Yes, I am going to shoot at the demo man.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to remember my damn +2.
And you don't have to reload every shot.
Oh,
for
never
your
mind. It's
nice
going to be
sniper rifle.
awful. Nope, that's a 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh, I guess I step forward.
Yeah.
I can do 2.
You can do 2.
All right, I'm going to move up. I'm actually only going to move 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell at them.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I'm going to say,
Are you just gonna yell?
no, I'm going, no, I'm just going to say, we are supposed to give you a chance to surrender yourselves. So consider this that chance. If you keep shooting at us, I will not ask again.
All right, come on, guys. Oh shit.
The dice really don't want to cooperate with you today.
Okay. Okay. Finally, all of them fail their morale saving throw, and you see the silence operatives, the last 2, kind of like look at each other and just slowly put down their weapons and put up their hands. And the demo man sees that happen, sees that there is currently only dead, comrades around him, sees that the only help is currently sliding away like not hundreds, but like 50 or so meters away with a single sniper rifle and just a group coming down. And he's like, you know what? Me too. He'll take off his vest and kind of like drop it over the side and put up his hands.
Cool. I guess I will take another step forward also.
Okay. You know what? And at that, the sniper sees them surrender, looks at the encroaching Marcus and the rest of, Vaughn and the crew, and it's like, I guess he doesn't have a chance to move just yet. Claire, Freya, and Vaughn get to go first. So I'm going to let them go first.
So no, who knows if he'll even be alive at this point.
Freya misses because, yes. Claire hits.
The sniper is still posted up to shoot us.
Yeah.
Shoot me.
Because it's not.
It's not their turn yet. Claire hits somehow the sniper who's in a building kind of like 20 meters away, probably 10 meters
She's so
up,
talented, my girl.
and fires and hits. Not dead, but enough to deal some damage. Vaughn does similarly. He hits as well.
Yay.
Man, we're cleaning house.
Okay. And meanwhile, like, the sniper looks at all of you guys approaching, sees the surrendering, points back at Vaughn and Claire and Freya, who helped, quote unquote. She didn't actually hit, but Claire and Vaughn both hit, and you see the glint of the lens of the sniper rifle disappear from the window. Just gonna remove that guy there.
No, he's still there. He's just hiding.
They are technically
still
still
there.
there. They have surrendered. And I guess we go to the standard silence operatives. They don't really know what hit them. They just kind of like walked out and then immediately slipped. And now it's Micah's go. What are you gonna do, bud?
Y'all might want to just kind of call it in. We're done here.
Yeah, that sounds about good to us too.
Yeah, all right, sick, great. You want to just toss the guns over here?
Yeah. You did anything else you want?
Do a little dance on the floor for me.
The worm.
Yeah, they all kind of do the worm, but like crying a little bit.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yes, they surrender as well. They drop their weapons. And you're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm done. I'm all right. I'm gonna go. You guys can do whatever the heck you guys want. As far as we know, that there was no radio. Well, Jerry over there radioed me, but that was just it. I don't think he was able to radio more than that.
Yeah, I don't know about letting you guys like walk away.
Oh, and they raise up their hands again. They don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I got 50 feet of rope.
Got some rope. Let's wrap them up. We'd rather not have any more friends show up.
Understandable.
And take the radios, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Well, please. And they offer up their hands and stuff like that.
Could we listen in on the radio?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you'd like.
Well, I think that by my count, then we have 2 radios.
Yep. Let me make note of that. That seems important.
Mhm.
It does.
Okay. And so you deal fairly quickly with these folks. Primarily, I think just, are you going to leave anyone behind to watch them? I would assume no.
Leave Freya behind. Marcus says under his breath.
You don't even have beef with her.
She just fucking sucks. She's bad. She hasn't helped at all.
She's not once.
She's a telepath.
4 damage.
And you have a
Fine.
better telepath. I don't know what else you want from her.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
No, I don't. I think maybe we just lock them in somewhere.
Yeah.
If we can.
I don't know. Are there like any visible doors to these buildings, like the one the sniper was in?
Yes.
I assume that's probably sort of cleared out if the government put a sniper in it.
Yeah, it seems to be just a warehouse.
Cool. Let's toss them in
We
there.
love a good prisoner warehouse.
And we grab all of their, like, first of all, if there's any drugs they got, we're going to take those. All of their guns are probably worse than ours. So I think we just throw them off the cliff.
I'm down for that. It's a good plan.
Yeah, a quick look through the stuff. You see, let's see, there are a couple more demo charges.
Can always use more.
If you want to add those,
I'll take more demo charges.
Always. We're just
there
gonna blow
are
someone.
the demolition experts each had just regular old shotguns, so not great for what you want. They have more grenade launchers, a total of 7 grenades because one of them was fired. I don't know who's keeping track of this, but you might want to write it down if that is stuff that you want to take.
I'm writing down stuff that Marcus would take, but we already have.
If you already had your grenade launcher, do you want more grenades?
I already have grenades. I took a demo charge, but other than that, I think that's everything that I want.
Grenades are cool. I will take some grenades.
I'm kind of running out of encumbrance because I have a lot of shit on me.
There's combat armor. These guys all have combat armor. The bomb squad is just slightly better combat armor.
What's the AC on the combat armor?
17.
Oh, I'll take that.
So you look like a demolition expert. All right.
Awesome.
Oh,
No, that's good.
is that good?
One other thing is because of it's extra bulky, I was giving these guys a -1 to their skill checks.
Never mind.
Yeah, no.
I will
Yeah.
leave that. Is the armor the only one that's above 15? Is the one on the demo expert?
No, the standard silence operatives have combat armor, which is AC 16. So you would have had that if you
I would
put
have
that
had
on.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get
All
one.
right.
All right, so I'll take 1 demo charge and 1 grenade.
And the weapons that you see on the Prime, the sniper rifle, if you guys want one, you have to reload it every time you fire it, but it does 2d8. The one that died on the ridge has a mag rifle, which someone might want.
What's the
2d8
stats?
plus 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
That is good.
How much ammo?
10, and it can be fired in bursts if you want.
Ooh. If no one else wants that, I do want
I already
that.
have one.
I'd rather use my pistol.
Sweet, yeah, I'll swap out my combat rifle for that.
Sounds good. All right. So that's what you guys have. You do a quick like inventory of what is there.
Reshuffling.
You quickly just say like, all right, we'll take that. We'll take that. You group together a bunch of these guys. You zip tie their hands. You push them into the warehouse, and you kind of like just put a whole bunch of shit in front of the door and just like they'll probably eventually get out, but hopefully it takes them long enough that will be long gone.
Stay here. It's dangerous out there now.
The rest of the equipment that you guys took off of them, just throw off the side into the river below. And you then take a look up. Well, I guess Nona's already up there, but you take a look up to the partially destroyed staircase. And you're like, all right, how are we going to do this? We're going to just take a grav harness and like then drop it down or what? And you'll figure that out next time.
Ooh.
Or you could just have someone go up there and throw down a rope. It's not really much of a...
I'm up. I've got a rope. I don't know what
there
to
you go.
tell you.
It's kind of just handled at this point.
Constructs have steps.
Oh my God, we're building the silly stairs again.
Yeah, it's honestly like...
There's so many ways of solving this problem.
So, yeah, you guys have like... And also like Micah can just walk up the side of the...
Players can also got a jetpack.
It's just like...
All we really have to do is get Marcus up here. The rest of these guys, not helping. Excuse you.
Awesome.
Oh, I thought you meant the rest of them could do it.
No.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I love Mark's intimidating podcast.
They do.